This is the account of Noah and his family. As mankind grew in numbers on the face of the earth, they turned their face away from God. God saw this and was grieved, but God also saw Noah. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Quickly, brothers, let's get what we need and get home.
These supplies Father asked us to buy? I've never seen such a list.
He's just trying to prepare for any eventuality. The work is almost complete.
Excuse me, fine gentlemen. I have the most marvelous assortment of men and women who would suit any of your needs.
We're not here for slaves.
They are fresh, newly captured when our chieftain...
Not interested.
I would think you need slaves, sons of Noah. Yes, considering the fortress you built for your father. Perhaps Noah doesn't feel he needs to buy slaves. He just has sons instead.
Ignore them. They laugh because they do not understand.
Shem, I'm not sure I understand.
Stay with the livestock, Japheth, while we bargain with the blacksmith.
Right.
You look like you've got a few coins to spend.
No, ma'am. I mean, I do, ma'am, but not on. I'm married, ma'am.
Most of the men I deal with are. Trust me. Just leave your horses and cattle here and come with me.
No, I can't. We need these.
Very well. You had your chance.
All 6 cattle? Are you kidding me?
We still have other supplies we need.
It's still the best price in the whole village, no doubt about it, and the best craftsmanship. Listen, your father raises the best cattle around, I'll grant you that. But I've got 4 wives and 8 children, 3 of them born in the last year.
Hey, what? Oh!
Japheth, where is he?
Japheth!
Are you okay? The horses and the cattle, what happened?
The woman. She was right here, but I didn't go with her. And then I got hit in the head from behind, and...
They're gone. I don't see them anywhere.
They can't have gotten very far. Should we go after them?
I'd do it if we had our weapons, but our swords were...
on the horses. I'm sorry.
Just be glad you're alive. They could as easily have run your heart through as cut the reins.
We're gonna have to go home empty-handed.
Let's not go home with an empty stomach as well. I have a few coins in my purse.
Food and drink, or just drink?
Our food is...
with the horses. I'm sorry.
Both, please.
Look, everyone, the sons of Noah.
The builders of the world's largest boat.
I'm so sorry.
Stop, Japheth. It's not your fault.
When they are done building the boat in the middle of a dry field, for their next architectural achievement, they will build a stable capable of holding 500 head of horses.
Under a lake.
And the world's tallest lookout tower.
In a cave.
Good thing our swords are with our horses.
I just find it hard to believe they'd mock us if they knew joining us means, well, they won't die. If the people knew about God's anger toward their sin,
They would continue choosing their sin. How many times has Father told them? Did they listen to Father?
what would Father do right now?
Hey, you two!
You looking for trouble, sons of Noah?
No, just want to give you a gift.
A gift?
The gift of understanding and knowledge. Go on, tell them.
Ham, what purpose would this serve?
Just tell them.
Father has already told them and they mocked him. They will mock me as well.
Go on, Jim. Father would do the same, wouldn't he? Maybe this will be the time they finally hear.
Listen to my story. My father's story. Heed its words, for this story is your story as well. You know how great man's wickedness has become since the days of the first father and mother. They brought sin into the world with their choice to break the one law God had given them. But since that day, each of us has chosen to turn away from God. So each of us must choose. Do we follow God and His ways, or do we follow our own way? Consider the sons of Adam and Eve and their own choice. Abel, who served God earnestly and with humility, and Cain, who served himself jealously and with arrogance. We all must make this choice as well. And God has seen your choice, your wickedness. As humanity's hearts turned away from him, his own heart filled with pain, as any father's heart would. So the Lord said,
I will wipe mankind whom I have created from the face of the earth, for I am grieved that I have made them.
And how do you know the thoughts of God, sons of Noah?
Because I am, as you said, Noah's son. You know my father Noah. You know he is a man beyond reproach, who respects men and fears God. You know Noah to be righteous, blameless, not perfect, but a man who serves our Creator diligently. And so God knew him as well. So God spoke to my father.
Noah, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it.
And he said it is to have 3 levels and a roof, and be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high.
And we'll be inside, while God destroys the earth with floodwaters outside? Such a large boat for our family?
Oh, I haven't told you yet about the animals.
Animals?
2 of every kind, to take refuge in the ark with us.
Noah, this all sounds so crazy, and yet that is what makes me believe you. I know you are a reasonable man, not given to delusions, and you are a good man, not given to lies. God must have spoken to you, because who else in this world would listen?
And so Noah did as God said.
It's a good start.
It's a start. I'd better get back to work.
Days turned into months. Months into years.
Noah, guess what? You're finally going to get some more help on this project.
I told you, my love, we're not going to hire or buy help.
That's not what I mean.
Then what do you... Oh. Do you mean...
Yes, Noah, yes!
My brothers and I were born to this life. We learned of Father's mission as soon as we learned to talk. There was much we did not understand. We took part in His vision as soon as we learned to walk. But this much we knew. If God told our Father to build the boat and to save our family, we were going to do everything in our strength to help make it happen. My brothers and I found wives, women who appreciated my father and his mission. And the work we did as a family.
A family? Yes, a family full of misfits. Your women are women who couldn't find a man to support them anywhere else. So the only way you could find wives is to scare them into marrying you.
Our wives work with us gladly and will gladly step onto the boat when the waters fall.
Marry me or die in a horrible raging flood!
Like father, like sons. You've wasted your lives, sons of Noah. And perhaps we have too. But at least we're wasting our lives on good women, good drink, and good times.
Sorry, brother. I shouldn't have encouraged you to do that.
Do not apologize, Japheth. They are wicked, foolish men. They do not want to understand.
Let's go home, brothers. You can make things up to us, Japheth, by having your wife make some of that stew she cooks so well.
Shem, where are the supplies?
We were robbed. in broad daylight.
We should have come with you.
Now, you know you wouldn't have been safe in that town. We're lucky we were only robbed.
Are you hurt badly?
It was terrible. The people of that village. They've heard so many warnings about what is going to happen, but they still don't listen. The things they do.
We lost the cattle, Mother, and could not bring back the supplies Father asked for.
I'm just relieved to see you, my sons. Be glad you didn't go to the village north of us. They were slaughtered by one of the hill tribes yesterday. I feared you might have been caught in some of that.
Your father is up top. No doubt he could use your help.
Father, where do you need our help today?
Help! I don't need your help! Not anymore.
Don't need it?
We're done! We're done!
120 years passed after the Lord told Noah to build the ark and to stock it with every kind of food. And when the ark was finished, God spoke to Noah once more.
Never imagined it'd be finished. All my life.
I'll still dream about cutting wood tonight, I bet.
Quiet, everyone.
Noah, where's the water I sent you to get?
Where's the water, you ask? It's coming. I heard the voice of God again. He told me to take you into the ark. We're to take 7 of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 2 of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. 7 days from now he will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. Again, he told me how he will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature he has made.
How are we supposed to round up all those animals?
7 days? 7 days?
Get in there, you little balls of wool.
Brothers, how can God expect us to gather all those animals if our own sheep won't go into the ark?
We never had trouble like this hurting our sheep.
Now look, 7 of them just going inside.
We're not hurting them. It's like they're being herded right inside.
That's not all.
It's not natural for animals to act like this.
I think that's the point.
A crowd gathered again today, just as they have the last 6 days to see the animals.
How can they doubt now?
Son, they made their choice. They chose not to believe before, and they still choose not to believe.
Here's what I don't get. God is bringing these animals to us. He's so powerful. I mean, he created the world. Why didn't he just build the ark for us as well?
I've thought on this many years, son. Look at the animals. They come because they are compelled to come by the hand of God, but we are not. God told me to build this ark, and he told me to bring my family aboard. He gave me instructions. In giving me instructions, he gave me a choice.
To bed, everyone. We need our rest.
Tomorrow is the day we have worked toward all these years.
So, did God choose Father because he knew what Father would choose?
I don't pretend to know. I just know that we, also, have made our choice. And today, I know I made the right choice.
It all happened just as God said. And on the 7th day,
I see no more animals lining up.
How many thousands of animals are in the ark?
I stopped counting around 20.
20,000?
No, just 20. That's when I realized this was far bigger than I can imagine.
Look at them.
Still disbelieving, aren't they?
Today is the day. The door is still open.
Fools! Just think of the stench you'll be living with in there. 5 minutes in there, and the smell of the dung alone would guarantee no woman would ever come near me for a week.
At least then you'd have an excuse.
Of course! According to them, enough water to bathe that stench from your body will be falling soon enough.
Is it happening?
It's happening. It's happening!
They joked about it, but the stench of sin is about to be washed from the face of the earth, isn't it?
The floodwaters came as well,
Get inside! Get inside!
and God shut them in.
What? It can't be! No! 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 Noah, he said it. We knew he was righteous and trustworthy about everything else. And yet, when it came to this, why did we believe? We need to get to higher ground. Why bother? Everything is happening just as Noah and his son said it would. It only stands to reason that everything else is going to happen. And that means the annihilation of every wicked sinner.
Us.
Shut up. Just shut up. Just think. At any time until those doors closed, we could have chosen to... I said shut up!
Do you think they would have come if they would have heard God's voice as Father did?
They heard God's message in Father's words and saw God in Father's life.
I can't watch.
Oh, the noise. The rain's pounding is thunderous.
What is it like outside?
The water falls from the sky and rises in the earth.
It's horrible.
What's the count, Japheth?
22 days.
3 days ago, I saw the top of a tree that must have been on top of a high mountain. Now, it's just water as far as you can see.
Have you stopped to consider how difficult things will be for us when we leave this ark?
I don't think it'll be any more difficult than before. We won't have a boat to build after all.
And there's no threat of violent raids from neighboring tribes and villages.
I still can't believe how calm these animals have been. I saw a lion sleeping in the middle of those 7 sheep we brought in, and both lion and lamb were...
Hush! You hear that?
I don't hear anything.
Exactly!
After 40 days, the waters stopped. And after 150 days,
We have to consider the possibility that we're going to be stuck on this thing for years, possibly. That may be why God gave us so many animals.
To eat?
I know you've had your eye on those big, colorful birds, Japheth, so don't sound so disgusted at the prospect.
I've considered the possibility, Ham, not of eating the animals, but that this may be a longer voyage than we thought. It's already feeling longer than we thought. But God would not preserve us only to strand us on this ark.
We're not going to run out of food. Not because we've calculated how much food we need, but because I think God has.
I don't relish the idea of raising a family on this boat, brothers. Do you think it will come to that?
My wife certainly doesn't. All we've known in our lifetime has been building this boat. Can you imagine if all you knew in your lifetime was this boat?
Whoa! What? Ah!
The ark was aground for over 100 days when Noah sent a raven.
Why did you do that, Father?
From the heights, the raven should be able to find dry land. If he comes back, we'll know that the waters haven't...
No, Father, I meant why did you send one of the ravens? We only have 2 of them, and if something happens to that one...
Ah, yes. Good point. Maybe I'll send a dove next time. We've got 7 of them.
But the raven could only fly back and forth over the waters. A week later...
Why bother, Father? You sent the raven last week, and that didn't reveal anything.
Yes, but I'm curious. I want to know what things are like outside, but I dare not risk opening the door.
Another week.
Do you think this will be the time, Father?
One of these days it will be. I know that. Look, there. It returns.
Yes, Father, it does. But look, it carries something in its beak.
An olive leaf. An olive leaf!
Noah waited another week, and then...
Today, I have a feeling that this dove will not return. The bird has found a place to rest, I know it. We still have a long wait, I think, before we will have dry enough ground for us and the animals,
But no matter how long we wait now, it won't be as long as we waited for the ark to be completed, Father.
376 days after the Lord closed the door of the ark?
I think it's time, sons. Today is the day we find out if the land is ready for us.
I know I'm ready for the land. Oh, Noah! Look!
The surface of the ground was dry. Then God said,
Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number upon it.
Sons, gather one of each of the clean animals.
Why, Father?
They will be offered to our God as a sacrifice. Now, a fire.
A dove, Father.
Be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will fall upon all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds of the air, upon every creature that moves along the ground, and upon all the fish of the sea. They are given into your hands. Everything that lives and moves will be food for you. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal, and from each man, too. I will demand an accounting for the life of his fellow man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God has God made man. As for you, be fruitful and increase in number, multiply on the earth, and increase upon it. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I bring clouds over the earth, and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you and all living creatures of every kind. Never again will the waters become a flood to destroy all life. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and all living creatures of every kind on the earth.
Noah and his family set to work, working the earth, building houses, tending to the beasts, making their new life.
Feels good to build something that will be finished in a day or two for a change. Eh, brothers?
Feels good to build something that doesn't require climbing 45-foot-tall scaffolding.
If you think about it, though, we're building this tent for the same reason we built the ark, to stay dry.
and Noah planted a vineyard. Drinking the wine, he became drunk.
Good. Sweet.
Father? Mother wonders if you would... Oh, Father.
I was hoping those birds would stay around here. They looked like they had good meat, but they left with all the other animals.
Ham, what's wrong?
Ask Father what's wrong. The vineyard that he planted has yielded its crop, apparently, and our father is drunk on it. Now he lies in his tent, naked as the day he was born. See for yourself.
I can't help thinking, brother, how after Adam and Eve sinned, the first realization they had was that they were naked.
But Father, he was the one righteous man of his generation, the one chosen to preserve humanity from the wickedness that grieved God.
Many sinners are gone, brother, but not sin itself. We still live. Do not look at him, Japheth. We don't need to see his shame.
What happened? Why is Shem's cloak on me?
Noah, you got drunk. You passed out here, naked. Your sons could see you. Ham did see you and left you in disgust. But your other two sons took the time to cover you.
Ham? A curse on him for leaving me exposed. May Ham be the lowest of the low. May God exalt the other two.
Noah, Ham did not put the wineskin in your hand. Ham did not make you drink until you didn't know what you were doing. Ham did not disrobe you.
After all we went through, already my own son and I have made wrong choices.
And Noah's family grew. His sons had sons of their own.
Father, it's a boy. We're going to name him Aram. My wife is fine. The women are tending to her. But I wanted you to see your first grandson.
Aram. A wicked generation is gone. But the wickedness, our wickedness, is not. We have a covenant with God that will not again cleanse the earth with a flood. I wonder, what covenant will God make with future generations to cleanse their sins?
These families, the clans and the nations of the world, spread over the earth after the flood, as recorded in the book of Genesis.